What's up, man? It's your big brother K Reno. I want to shout out to my homie Kofi from Kofi's Universe. Y'all make sure to subscribe to his channel and support everything he got going on because he be dropping that knowledge. Yeah!
YouTube salute. Quentin Miller has cleared the air after his comments about writing for Nas went viral for all the wrong reasons. Let's talk about it. If you're new to my channel, thumbs up the video, hit the subscribe button, click the bell icon to be notified when I upload new content and go live. So if you saw the last video on my channel, you haven't checked it out, check it out. So he was on the new Rory and Maul podcast and talked about lending his pen game to Nas amongst other prominent artists like Jeezy, Drake, Big Sean, G-Eazy, Ty Dolla Sign, and many more. So the interview went viral. Some people took that clip, and now people thinking that he wrote for Nas, which he never did. And I kept trying to tell everybody he didn't do that. Like, nah, man, I don't believe that. I don't believe it. So he came out. This is what he said. Okay, so apparently this whole Quentin worked with Nas conversation is going a little more viral than what I thought. Because now people are reaching out to me and asking me to clear it up. He said, off the strength, I want to shout out to Hit Boy for the opportunity that he gave me when he invited me to the studio and allowed me to work with Nas. He added, I pulled up on Hit Boy. I'm in the room. I bounced some ideas out. There we go. Clear it up. I bounced some ideas. A couple of ideas. When? That's it. That's all that happened with the Nas shit. Oh, so he was defended. He defended his decision, excuse me, to speak publicly about the artists he worked with, pointing out that it's common practice for songwriters. I also mentioned other artists that I work with, yada yada yada. I mentioned other artists. He said writers post their work and talk about their work all the time. You know why? It helps with the business of writing. People know that you are a part of certain things. It makes people more prone to work with you. It's kind of part of the job. Um, I told y'all once at the beginning that this is what it is. People, some people thought like, oh, what's really going on? Is he lying or is he telling the truth? I knew he was not lying. I knew that he didn't write for Nas. He probably just gave an idea like, hey, maybe you might want to start talking about this. Who knows? And I thought, okay, I'm gonna take that. Anybody can do that. Before I explain myself, he continued, let me say this right now. Quentin Miller is not a ghostwriter. I don't give a fuck if I never work with another artist again. I don't care because I hate the fucking business. If you work with Quentin Miller, you worked with Quentin Miller, and you better be okay with saying that you worked with Quentin Miller. Yeah, whatever. He's in his feelings. I don't give a damn. Um, so let me let me clear this up. First of all, Nas don't need a ghostwriter because a lot of people don't realize that there were rumors in 2012 where it was alleged that Stick Man of Dead Prez wrote for Nas on the Untitled album. People come say, "Oh, I know he wrote for him and Jay Electronica," but Jay Electronica produced the intro track "Queens Get the Money." Um, and Nas, had to come out and say, no, that's not true as far as like, nobody writing for me. And, Jay came out even at that time and said, Nas is one of the greatest ever, never had, never will need a ghostwriter. That man's pen and legacy is without question. Stick Man, he's also listed as a producer and songwriter on the title said, my contributions to his album was a collaboration and an honor under his direction of what he wanted to convey and say haters can't discredit that man's genius. And Nas addressed the rumors himself during an interview with Power 106 in the summer of I believe that was the summer of 2000. No, 2008, right? Yeah, he said no. He said bluntly, you know who is my ghostwriter, my friends, my people I meet on the street. People say something and I get something from that. Somebody will say something that all sparks something in me. And see, that's what I was trying to tell people. Like, People make it seem like everybody has these ideas out of nowhere. Your OG can tell you something, be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, yada, 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 yada. Oh, shit, that's hard how the home dude broke that down. Do the math, do the science, and you take that back and you put it in your song. Now, is he going to get credit for that damn song? Not necessarily. I remember Method Man. Method Man was, he was on Math Hoffa podcast, and he said that, damn, what song was that? It wasn't the METHOD man. Oh, Cash rules everything around me. He talked about that. One of his homeboys he knew in Staten Island used to say that, like, "Oh, Cash rules everything around me," and he brought that to the studio when they needed a hook. He's like, "All right," he threw that on there. You see what I'm saying? Verbal intercourse. A lot of people don't understand. The first verse, the original verse of verbal intercourse, Nas verse, right? That wasn't the original verse. Nas wrote something else. Raekwon told him, man, you should rewrite that, man. Rewrite that. You see what I'm saying? And Nas did it, and that's how that became that. And there's nothing wrong if you like, damn, man, shit, I don't know how to close this damn verse out. And somebody may say, where you at? Maybe add this. There's nothing wrong with somebody throwing that out there. And there's nothing wrong people bouncing ideas off you so you can kind of structure your verse, structure your bars. There's nothing wrong doing that. Everybody gets help in the studio. Ain't nobody just sitting right there for the rest of their career and you never get no help. Even if you don't get nobody in there to talk to you, you might like, you know what? Let me put a movie on. Let me go through a documentary, maybe read a book, open up, the dictionary, thesaurus, whatever it is that you need to actually reference something so you can put, for your bar. So Quentin Miller, glad he cleared that up. Everybody knows Nas is the greatest, is genius, and all this. Like I said, you're going to bounce ideas off of people no matter who you are. You know, Jungle might be in the studio with Nas, like, no, you should say this in your second verse. You know what I'm saying? This he might just say one part, like, man, just say, talk about this, Nas. Oh yeah, I'm gonna talk about that. That's not ghostwriting for nobody. That's just like, you just giving somebody an idea because we all can have a brain fart. We all can be clouded with things in our mind. We don't know what should we say or what should we do, but there's nothing wrong getting that help. People, being there to support you. Y'all let me know what you think. Post your comments below. Hope smash Black Panther the like button. Subscribe to my channel. Click the bell icon to be notified when I upload new content and go live. If you want to support and donate to the channel, I have Patreon, patreon.com/KofiUniverse. Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, Stream Apps. Everything's in the description. Until next time, salute.